Öje jongje me do da re ra lin shi yin de san je xin de mi de wa da xin la che para sho ne ya da ya mi chua de chua
Yeah. Um, so, of the six realms, which is the pure realm? And is it better to have a precious human rebirth or pure land rebirth? So, the Shinkam, the Kyo Riktrug Nangla Rebe, any Kawayan, any Kari actually Milurum Bishetov or the Shinkam like Kari Yagudu?
ta de ingire de ve ge ha do ha ne do ina da do ri tu do ha ne do ingire ha do ha
Okay, God wrong.
아니 가서 저녀디
Kari Yagudu, Milurum Bishet or
알레요
the Shinkam?
밀리야 그러야다
Okay, so the short answer is the pure realm is in the God realm, and it's better to have a precious human rebirth than a pure realm.
가서나 먼저 딜라라 먼저 견자래 먼저 야 당신나 돼야 만남 제가 오라던다 다 먼저 이 코디 가서 레뇽 그 쪄래 되와 동해 되면 동해 전야로 라메와 쪄래 로라 다 먼저 돼지 녀수자 당신라 녀수 돼지 잖냐 마요 다 녀수 돼지 저 리틀 도나야 왜야래 당신라
So we play together the pure realm because when we're in samsara, it's in the nature of suffering, and we're kind of reborn without control and so forth. So therefore, we pray to go to the pure realm, but it's like you go there for a time and then you come back down. So it's having like a little holiday up there. Di Shinkam lang la sangi ramandra yore konso di lagi sajja mare ro. Pena konso rik truk nang la mare ro di sangi di pena metraya tang jamyang tang lama songkaba konso Shinkam de konso kyo rik truk nang la mare ro.
re ale da dida 하셔야 돼 신이 시작하고 요래 제가 산지의 신감이 되게 다 샘제로 하고 먼저 샘제 안에 샘제 라면도 요 라면 쉬고 요 라면 쉬고 요 와 그전 뒤에 다 걔네들 주제래도 지체 겨래야지 겨 면람다 개베자도 겨린도 요라 달 하나네 먼저 직dembe 되벨 하단 인데 지 수글 하 된데 개 말했다 대신에
So yeah, it's a bit. Okay, so yeah, the question was surely those enlightened beings in the pure realms they're not within samsara. So then, when it comes to this God, it's hard to define, right? So we have many different types. So within there's within the pure realm, there's this being. Within the God realms, there's beings that are on the path and those that aren't. So in the pure realm, many beings who've born there, they're sentient beings, right? So the beings in the pure realm are sentient beings, but you're born in the pure realm based on aspirations and prayers and so forth. So, it's said to be a miraculous rebirth. But within the God sphere, it encompasses many things. Like there's desire realm gods, form realm gods, formless realm gods, and so forth. So it's quite a broad spectrum.
드즈다 말해 되벨 하세요 수글 드즈 말해 그럼
Right, but this is separate. It's not a desire realm god or a form or formless realm god. It's not within these. It's separate. It's a separate place from that. So they're definitely gods. They wouldn't be classified as humans.
나가 남시에게 디 팀림디 도송아 디 도다나시 제메 조링기 똑과게 냠렌시디 디 사주 멜론들 팀베 따드 샤르제 아니 냠렌시 요르와 요인다 디 냠렌디 제니 아니 체딜라 산제 고마 루덴델라다 미 루덴델라네 당아라메 산제 남라 슈투부여로 요인자 디 탁신기 미두서 다시 미소래다 미나 하이나르다 로디 탁신기 로드죠 아니 산제가 라올라 마 미죠레 아니 산제고
So, pre-human rebirth is said to be better because we have the things like the four elements and the substances, all the factors that are necessary to engage in the completion stage practices, right? So this means that you can actually attain enlightenment in this very life on the basis of this human body. So the pure beings that are born there, they don't have these constituents, so they actually have to be reborn as human beings to attain the final enlightenment. Yeah, they need to be born as human beings to attain final enlightenment.
So you saying Lama Tsongkhapa is a god? You were trained as a god?
So Jet Tsongkhapa tang jamba di layan.
하이네 하일 하시다 하일라 하이난 하약 쉐드다
They're said to be like a god, but a supreme god, like the best type of god.
But 현자열에
So this word, the Tibetan word La also is deity. So that encompasses gods and deities, just to explain.
지난 저 나자도마 샤제도와 아니 라인라나 디고 말에 다시는 gelongro 다 진단다 라마 정가 간절 하인라는 디그를 이담도 이담 어디 다
So 이름이나 라
하인 인구라 제단다 제자셔 라마 정가 어디 파르도 된라 산제비서 오라 파르도라 제단 네 양한도 되지 켈레나이리고 제단 라마 정가와 되는 담 초구두고 봐. 초구두고 나바데나 가서 gelong이라고. 다자도 버셔지도 왜 땡아도 gelong이 있어거든. 야. 다자도 버셔지도 봐 gelong 미로다. gelong이나 미고라.
So, for example, you wouldn't say that Lama Tsongkhapa, that Shakyamuni Buddha was a god or a deity in that form because he was a Gelong. So this, and also, however, you could say Lama Tsongkhapa was a god or a deity because he's a Yidam, right? And so if it's a Yidam, it has to be a god, a deity or a god. So Lama Tsongkhapa, for example, we can say that he attained enlightenment in the Bardo stage. So that's fine to follow that. And then, but if you take like the human being form, then that like the supreme emanation and the Galong, that which is a Galong, fully ordained monk, then this could not be said to be a deity. But if you take Maitreya, then you could say that's a deity or a god. We'll say deity is probably better.
So they're outside samsara because you just said they're enlightened?
So Jet Tsongkhapa Sangire. So Koro Deparo. Yeah, he's beyond samsara. Well, but okay. Konsa de kana dire konsa la lavna god tang yidam de sigdi kalikabudu sa lagi tantak sa la yidam tang jiktimbe la tang jiktimbe mayimbe la ni yure so de kepa this de kana dire
주디 내려와 하스데 한도 도리도를 하 당에 하스 라위너와 하데라 도리도 나를 제는데 데벨 하수글라 수멜라 제가 이제들 직된벨 하래다 다 하이버 간실라 돈이 무슨 또 사스나나 직된레 데벨 하자로 그러다
So the confusion comes because this word la in Tibetan encompasses gods, deities, and other things, right? So to break down this word la, so we'll use the word deity because it's probably the closest. So you have worldly deities and you have beyond worldly deities. So the desire form and formless realm gods, they're said to be worldly deities. But once you have a direct realization of emptiness, then you're a beyond transworldly. So beyond worldly deity.
지난단다 ne wongmi sa do ne wongmi la de la tanda nga zo lungu yo ba lungu la ne nga sha ba ne wongmi sha ba lungu ti wongmi dang tanda samde sukla samde thangbo ni wa sumba samde shiwa la ya de la ne chi yor wongmi du bu ko be sing sa chi yor ni yor wongmi sa de la ni yor samde shiwa ge de ta ko le nyo go kya la sa de re 다 단다디 chansi lungu shukse omidi 아니 탁신게 오미르다 오미 직지버지 냐라 데라 카니요레 아달 할레 디나시요라 코와게 디니 하직다 코라 데벨 하직 근데 때디 샤부지
So if we take, to give another example, if we take this Ome, which is limitless light, meaning, right? So this can have two, there's two basically of these in existence. So you have this limitless light, which is the abode of the beings on the fourth level of concentration, the Zugmikam. Sukam. Okay. Yeah, the fourth level of concentration of the form realm deities. Right, and then you have, so this is the worldly realm of limitless light, and then you have the beyond worldly one, which is where the emanation bodies of the Buddhas abide. So when we talked about the place, there's this realm of limitless light. So this one's beyond samsara. So you have this limitless light within samsara and limitless light beyond samsara. So it's the same with deities. You have deities within samsara and deities beyond samsara.
다드네던데 간덴라지도 간덴라들이 야니요 야 미망고 어디 투도 간덴 그다음에 두시다도 두시다들 니요 단다 데벨하게 아니 간덴 투가 신주원진 시제 데바게 하네들 네 가시 저 데벨하들로
right
네 데바들 간덴 투가 신주원진세 간덴세 저 디안단다 데벨하 데라드즈 데사들 간딘사 직당 안단다디 지준 참먹공부여서 간딘 이거 준비사시도 미 망보지기 되니 찍고지 이나 간주 낭바쳤는데 간주 찍고 말해 가서나 데 데라래 봤단다디 간딘사 데 데벨하게 간딘체 단다 지준 참먹공서 단데 지준 참먹공부기 신감으로 봐
right
지준 참먹공부 신감을 민거 봐 데라 딜레뇽 겨월랭게요 만 데라 냥디 면람다 계획 겨월랭 거라 데라 디 레다 뇽몽 겨월랭 거라 데벨 하 간덴사들라 레뇽 겨월랭 거래 안다 디 지준 참보 공부 슈세기 두시다들라 야메나 면람 겨월랭 거래 야메나 계획다 링 거래 미시 레뇽 겨월랭 사요 말 어디 겨와요 디데 틱 하셔요 다
So also when you talk about Tashita or Ganden or the land of joy, Maitreya's Pure. So, well, one is Maitreya's Pure, but there's another one which is abode of the Desire Realm gods. So there's a few different abodes of the Desire Realm gods, and one of them is this called Ganden. Now, some people say that these two are the same, but we say that they're not. One is a worldly realm for the Desire Realm gods, and one is a pure realm of Maitreya. And the causes to be born there are quite different. So the causes to be reborn in Maitreya's pure realm is very sincere prayers or extreme, like very pure roots of virtue. Whereas to be born in the worldly god realm, it's just karma and delusion that brings you there. So the causes are quite different. So therefore the place is also quite different. Okay. Did you have something? The bad gods, eh? Okay. Right. Yeah.
But then asking to be born in Tsongkhapa's realm, where it's like a pure realm, where you can like get teachings firsthand from these amazing people. But is that also, is it better to be human, have a human rebirth, than to be in the Tsongkhapa pure realm? Is it still
right?
In that realm, you're still going to run out of good karma and then plunge back down.
Right. So the Jiktimbila, is it better? So again, there's this god realms, ordinary god realm where you're born and you just kind of use up your positive merit and don't really practice, and then you're reborn. So you run out of merit and are reborn in samsara. Opposed to that, there's like Maitreya's Pure Realm with Lama Tsongkhapa, where you receive all sorts of teachings and practice Dharma and so forth. But is it still better to be a human? Because in this place, will you still also just use up your merit and be reborn in samsara later? Or how do we understand that? So the jiktimbela the pena dokam gilaro the sonam the pendok bendu kansena the kibutang and sonam zog sasong dini madra. You know, the bena jamyang the shingam the le chonyam lenche. So the capsula the sonam the zogere any kola ke or the yunringwa de dini any the mi yagore kansena the sonam zog sasong dini pendok bunduro the kandi hokugudu.
그래 다 되게 단 직딩벨 하도도 다가나래 계획이 이 콘페 기부로 와 아니 기부선 다 최초에 챙겨요 말한다 동에다 기부 답에 직서서 가를 거니 줘버디서 다와랑 두비온 거예요 내가 하도 된데 시기다 다 소남 소스나 아니 마 겨울량 거다 소남 야가디게 저도 다 도세대 연구로 하다 그 아니 마 영야래다 디 지난 것도 레벨 하도도 최대 지야요래 최제요래 최시거든데 요래 한다 좀 된데 숨지자 숨내라 최숨과 폐라 이는 최제버를 될래 최제버들 숙천부 요 말에 최시행이 그 산제된데 연구요로 건들 이네 숙천부 용 가서나 콘서 동해의 숙천부 요 말와 먼저 대발라 동해 숙천부 요자는 동해들의 텐데기 니중기에 숙차요로 제가 당신의 니중 숙천부 제도고요 말에 당신으로 와 이네 가서나 교시에 숙천부 요마로 먼저를 단다 신감래 이중기에라 강의 뭐야 그래서나 그 기부로 왔다 정말 기부제 최제에 대해서 깔려 열어 당한도 단다 강의 요 인자 아니 다 동해들 다 야구면도 가 동해들에 태고도 삼대 이중기에라 밀르된데 다 밀르된라 펜도 망고 열다 좀제 망고 단에 펜도 열어
So yeah, this is right. Traditionally, the worldly realm, gods in the worldly realm, they don't really practice Dharma, right? Then they tend to get caught up in just doing whatever they want, you know, whatever they wish for, that just sort of happens. And so they get caught up in this happiness, temporary happiness, and don't really think about Dharma. There are gods that practice the Dharma, like the Buddha went to the 35 god realm and taught, 33 god realm. And taught the Dharma there. However, their motivation for practice is not as strong because they don't have suffering, and because they don't experience much suffering, then it's difficult to develop renunciation. Okay, sorry. They don't have strong suffering. I think although they have the suffering, they don't have much or strong suffering. So therefore, it's difficult for them to develop renunciation. And also in the Pure Realm, there also this kind of difficulty to develop renunciation because you're not experiencing suffering, whereas we seem to collect suffering like quite easily right here. So it's much easier for us to actually recognize this and develop renunciation. So this is there's a lot of benefits for being human.
So it's still quicker, like in terms of if you want to achieve enlightenment as fast as possible, it's easier to be a human being and practice Tantra than it is to be born in a realm of Tsongkhapa.
Right. So if you want to attain enlightenment as quickly as possible, it's better to be human and practice Tantra rather than going to a Pure Realm. So the Sangha specifically Tsongkhapa's Pure Realm. So Sangha Gopang Gyokpo Top Dopa Yuna Dini Mila Ke Yagwa Yin Kayan Zena di Sangna Jetubin, right? Dini di Jamyangi Shingam di Sangna Jetub Gimara, right? So Dini di Yagwara Kandi Hogudu.
Midulin Yagre Miludela Gobusan Jetu. Duzungone Shergio, Tatungone Korabe. And the Bejanal Shev Nashi, Korabe Tad, Mone Yagore, and Hagwat.
So, yes, the human rebirth, based on the human rebirth, is the quickest way to attain enlightenment, right? So this is really the best if you're able to utilize it. So we should really rejoice. You know, we should really feel very positive in having attained this state. So, when we do like practice, you actually experience all of the way to attain enlightenment. So we should really feel happy. And we've done a lot of work in many previous lives to attain this state. So we should really rejoice in that.
아니 다다디 트셔래 단 딜람나야 고르 다 제런 보첸다 니 제준 잠복 공부디 제런 보첸 제준 잠복 공부 투가네 마 투응바딩에 곰라라죠
Yeah.
안데 제런 보첸다 제준 잠복 공부 저거 가래요래 봐
Yeah.
저거 가래요래 랍디 제런 보첸데 오늘 제준 잠복 공부 그 툭주 찍봐 캘린치고 찍봐
So, 건데
제런 보첸
jetson kabati.
다 잠복 공부니 찍봐 툭주 찍봐 제런 보첸데다 제준 잠복 공부게 마 가서 그래 툭 찍봐 툭주 찍봐 주 찍봐
Gyuchikpa. Okay. So,
그다음 가서
same.
왜 제런 보첸데 제준 잠바야한테 찍고 되고 그래 제너스 찍고 되고 그래 산어도지 찍고 되고 그래 맞춰야 찍고 되고
Oh, okay.
제준 잠복 공부 이 가르에서는 당연히 어디라고 열을라다 갈래
Okay. So, we talk about Lama Tsongkhapa and Maitreya as being this. Why do we meditate on them together? Because they have. What's the connection there? It's said that Lama Tsongkhapa and Maitreya is the same, like continuum. Like Tukyu is like mental continuum, but Tuk is like honorific, so it's realized beings mental continuum.
이딘데로 단다 호다 마르바스니죠 호다 마르바
Mm-hmm.
호다 마르바 마레 sorry 호다 둡진 난가젠제 호다 둡진 난가젠제
Mapa di.
마르
Okay, mapa no.
둡진 난가젠제
Alright.
호다 둡진 난가젠제서
Nangkya
젠제
Gyan Sin.
다디 디싱고 차나도지도 차나도지 제교
High agree, bro. Yeah.
아이고 마르다 와자바니
Chagna Doji. Okay. Vajrapani. Yeah.
와자바니래 와자바니 제고다
Mm.
제주당가라 아니 여자반이 기타 저랑 주진 잠복 공부 때문에 랍디 승주 쇼그래서 다가 이제 장나도 저기 주진 나가전들 저랑 주진 잠복 공부 장고 여러 주진 잠복
Okay.
주진 잠배 때문에 승주 쇼그래서 랍디 승주 쇼그래라다 이 하고서 되네 됐다 줄게 되줄게 Let's try here.
Jamba di kari song di.
I try English and you
Okay.
can help me. Okay?
I'll help you. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
it. We'll work it out. I think I almost got it. The last part I didn't
Yeah.
get, so.
there one very famous master, Hoda Tujanagadjante.
Uh-huh.
And he saw Vajapani. Vajapani is his teacher. And Vajapani give message you need to receive from Maitreya, Maitreya.
Teachings from a
Teaching from Maitreya.
Okay.
And he loved you, you need teaching, you need loved you need listening. And he told, and Maitreya live in Puram. I can't receive his place. You go to Lama Tsongkhapa, he live in a Waka, there he do meditation. He kept 3 years retreat. You go there, Lama Tsongkhapa, he is there. He is Maitreya.
Okay.
And then at that time before Lama Tsongkhapa see Manjushri. Lama Tsongkhapa main teacher Manjushri. Manjushri give Lama Tsongkhapa, you need to receive Guya Samaja Dandiri Vajapani from Vajapani. And Lama Tsongkhapa says, where is the Vajapani? I need to receive. Thoda Duljen Nangajanze, he is Vajapani. Manjushri give. Then Thoda Nangajanze come to Lama Tsongkhapa's place. And he requests, please, teaching give me this labdu. And Lama Tsongkhapa requests, please give me Guya Samaja teaching. And then Lama Tsongkhapa received Lama Tsongkhapa received what the Guya Samaja teaching from Thoda Duljen Nangajanze. At that time, Lama Tsongkhapa see he is Vajapani. Then Lama Tsongkhapa teach him labdu. And Thoda Duljen Nangajanze see him Maitreya. Lama Tsongkhapa see Thoda Duljen Nangajanze see Lama Tsongkhapa as Maitreya. Maitreya heard and Lama Tsongkhapa teaching for him. This reason we believe that. And another clear message Lama Tsongkhapa passed away, and this Kedu Rinpoche, he is man disabled. He's cry, and Lama Tsongkhapa again come back conscious, and he give message. They have two texts, Lamrim Chemo and Ngarim Chemo. This is the teacher, you don't worry. In Kedu Rinpoche, we lost teacher, we don't have teacher. And then Lama Tsongkhapa told these two texts is teacher, if I stay alive, I teach you only this, But we see you when Tushita. We see you next Tushita. You don't worry. Next time we see you in Tushita. Say like that. This is Kedu Rinpoche's story. He wrote this, 세상에 Tushita, 나도 Tushita, Lama Tsongkhapa 제그래. 아니, 마티아 제그래, 망고 제그래.
So we got a big party at the Shida. We had to hang out with Lama Tsongkhapa and Maitreya and all these guys. So.
세상, 예, 인데 상당나 저도라.
So if you think like this, then you kind of can see the connection, right?
근데 믹스해야 보여. 그래서 당연하죠. 제르무친 템바던 제외 인자 뉴즈 셴베이나. 아주 셈기 되어서 그러다. 되어서 저什么 다시마 제베이나 라마 정가에 템바 요스질 게 되어 용 거.
So yeah, the more we read and do this, learn from Lama Tsongkhapa, then the stronger the connection we make, right? The more we hear his teachings, and that means in the next life we'll have the connection to hear his teachings again.
Another story, you don't know story? I think my teacher, at Sarah Monastery, Tuesday, every Tuesday, Sarah's holiday, And Sunday we don't have holiday, just Tuesday. Tuesday in Koshanaga they have market, similar Narsen Saturday market, similar Koshanaga they have big market selling vegetable, very cheap. This reason Tuesday we have holiday, And my teacher every day, every week, Tuesday, Sarah to Koshanaga. Walking maybe more than 2.5 hours walking, and most take me, he taking me. He has an umbrella and his bag, a holding bag, umbrella, and sometimes he take the umbrella and then he's walking. And he said, "You told me some story, I know my story, He said, "Oh, you don't have a story. I told you, And he talking story like that. And we out of the Koshanaga, the couple tea shop, small tea shop. And we arrived there, his story is exactly all the times finished there, Amazing. He's very good balance making. story. And nearly arrived there, his story finished. We have a cup of tea, And then muffin, small muffin, and maybe tea, maybe 2 glass tea. Then we need to come back again, very hot, working. Other people monk go to and lecture. I'm working. And sometimes they're river. And he said, "I'm very hot. Now you go back temple, bring bucket, towel, and lunch, and we have some. I want a bucket shower here." And he sleep. Then I need to run, go back in temple, and told my friend need to cook some lunch preparation and bucket and towel and tea. And he like tea with tea and juice and carry up no rickshaw again. Other monk we come run away and come back. And sometimes we do fire and we need a shower. He's bucket shower, and he's sleeping and then he eat lunch. And he said, "Now you sing, And I said, I have only one song. He said, all the day only one. Sometimes he's singing me, He said, no, his songs, I can sing you, he's singing like that. And he talking this story. After story finished, and he gave me a message. I recording this story, and I have some good message for me, All story behind I have some message. and he all the time talking Lama Tsongkhapa Migzema. Lama Tsongkhapa is, we believe, the compassion Buddha, and where Lama Tsongkhapa, consciousness go to his mother's home. At that time, mother had dream, mother had dream, and then mother and the heart and the forearm jealousy, and 1,000 people coming his place. We want to see jealousy, and then mother in the dream, mother said, we don't have jealousy, and all people say jealousy is there, and she looking jealousy is her heart, like that. This reason one reason is like that. This reason we believe Lama Tsongkhapa is jealousy. The Mimi Zewe Dijin jealousy, the prayer now there. Mimi Zewe Dijin jealousy. To me, even Jambeyan, his main teaching, or and the Kedubje, Lama Tsongkhapa passed away, and he's cry, and Lama Tsongkhapa come back, and they're different and show there's Lama Tsongkhapa different. Some is wearing line, one most have the this text and the Manjushri is what sword, and he saw Manjushri talking him. This reason we believe Lama Tsongkhapa and the Manjushri. Or Lama Tsongkhapa man teacher Manjushri, face to face, everything ask Lama Tsongkhapa. This reason Lama Tsongkhapa text is very special text, because first he wrote and he asked Manjushri, and they did this. Another story is very, very important story, very good for us. And one time Lama Tsongkhapa did meditation, and he thought, now I realize emptiness, something did it because Jiame, Jiame Taosarwa, Deva me, Mong me, Tongsan, Rojna,
so like Jiame means nothing at all. So
Yes.
it's this, there was no thought of past or future or anything like that. So it's like mere empty, appearance of mere empty.
And then Lama Tsongkhapa asked Manjushri, I got some realization emptiness. Which group, Tenjuba, Ranju, Kares,
Yeah, so which of the tenet systems, like Madhyamika, the consequence school, or the autonomous school, or which one, or which of the schools was it?
And Manjushri, what give answer? Nothing. you is nothing else. And then he requests, now I want to go to in India, go and receive some special emptiness, realization power there, before I want to go to India. And then Manjushri told, if you go to in India, you can realization very quickly emptiness, but and your Lord's disciple want to come with you. Your old disciple is, and then the India weather is lots hot, and maybe Lord's disciples died in India, and your old disciples did it. Cholam Jolam Tomjo Janja. Lama Tsongkhapa lobdu mangbo. Cholam dan Jolam Tomjo Janja re. Konzo Tomba yina mangbo be tembala jonchi gres.
Right. So, of Lama Tsongkhapa's disciples, there were many on the path of accumulation and preparation, and like Manjushri said, if they were to go to India and die, then this would be a great loss. It would be a great fault or mistake.
And if you stay in Tibet and your life a little bit shorter, and your realization here, and you can receive the Lama Umawa from receive Lama Umawa. Lama Umawa, he main teacher is Manjushri. He saw all the time. Lama Umawa see all the time Manjushri, and Manjushri, this Dalai Lama is teaching lost him talking, explain, isn't it? It's, Lama Uma was see Manjushri's lost talking Manjushri. And Lama Tsonga was see Manjushri, no much talking. This reason, Austin Dalai Lama give description, Laura.
Yeah.
Description or explain. You know, same Manjushri in our mental different or connection different, character different, and they see different Manjushri. Therefore, Lama Uma likes lots of talking. Therefore, he see Manjushri talking. And Lama Tsonga was a little bit, serious, and then Manjushri is a little bit serious. 그래서 수수 감다 매발로 튀니. And how does it
So depending on your kind of aspiration or disposition or character, you could say, that then the deity would manifest differently.
And then Manjushri told you need three things related to emptiness. And then Sonam Saures. Sonam.
So accumulate merit.
And Lamadan Yidam Yeme de Sovataures.
So
Lama Yidam Yeme Sovataures.
make supplications to your guru is inseparable from the deity.
And Beja.
And read scriptures.
If
you can do these three things, then you will realize emptiness.
Then Lama Tsonga went yoga chilling. Beautiful place. I went there. I think in Tibet I went to lots of different places. My favorite place is this one, yoga chilling. Very beautiful, unbelievable. Really pure land. And there are lots of birds, nice birds, and lots of flowers, and place is amazing, beautiful. And he stayed there more than 3 years. He's been retreat, this prostration, mandala, and this marriage. And then he did prayer for Guru, and the same day the Manjushri do this prayer. And then he looked this text. They were Buddha Paleta, Logan Sanjay, they were Buddha Paleta.
Buddha Paleta. And so when he saw that, he realized it. When he read that, he realized emptiness. So yeah, if we want to realize emptiness, just meditating alone is not enough, and just reading is not enough. We need these three things. So also he says Vajrapani.
We believe, Mimi Genetics Convention Buddha, to make language and Banyas Manjushri, the woman is in the Samandas Vajrapani. And first Lama Tsonga was consciousness called his mother's womb, Laura womb. At that time, and father has a dream, and the father in the father dream, big water, the doji, big water, and go to his body. Doji konang lulu ma timba.
Right, a big Vajra dissolved into his body.
But at that time, then Lama Tsonga consciousness come to this our place, Dire dig jig shegore. Nine that dire Lama Tsonga wadi and then the sound you go give that you Wajapane de you tagura. You dodanga, you yora, you do not nga sangma what did China dojig. And China dojis in the Yango yora.
Right, so Vajrapani is also, so when you have the second reason is when you have Sutra and Tantra, when you talk about Tantra, Vajrapani is said to be the Lord of the Tantras. Lord of Tantra? Dakpo, that's fine, Lord of Tantra.
Dakpo Karchenere, Laura. Dakpo Karchenere. That Thomas Jim did the Sanje Sara. Sanje Sade, Vajrapani Tuaturi. Can I San Tablang Karchen Sanjes, Sanjeros, Masanjes. Lam Kare, 냠len chebi lam khari 냠len chebi keju thiro keju thedu ani tomba jumden dege di ha yidam di jinggo dang chagan temba temoden anga hage nga ge lam 냠len dinde chene ani che kan do ani dozo ta tongba shiyo da tongba thangbo niwa samba dozo to ryoro tongba dozo ge ani thone 냠len china de je ma picture tembo na shi movie tembo na shi wajabani la tensha
ko Vajrapani la yogiru di kyoko de Vajrapani kyoko de dore
mare wajabani jomde de ya thyoshura and then jomde de call wajabani la nga lam dinde 냠len chebe is mig temper
okay
so
right okay. So the second reason is like why we say Lama Tsongkhapa is Vajrapani. Oh no, sorry. Why Vajrapani is said to be Lord of the Dharma is because when Buddha attained enlightenment, he was asked like, "What path did you follow? What path did you follow to attain enlightenment?" And in that time, he manifested this mandala and this emanation of Vajrapani and this, like a movie, gave an explanation of the realizations. The Tongpa Tampo Nipa. Yeah, so he gave like this images, like a movie of all the realizations of the various stages and so forth. And this was all done as Vajrapani.
하르세나 먼저 단다 셔런닝보이나 딜라 디게다게 퇴바 퇴직나시기도 예 퇴소원시기도
Okay. Yeah.
근데 유드즈나라
Right.
예 통화소래 예 통송 예 통송 예게마 와자바니 예 녀마든데 통송 안좀데 댄서 징고든데 댄서 하든데 댄서 냠네든데 제셔 믹템브로 저선 통화 디게다게 통화 뒤지나시더라고 너도도는 예 퇴소식이도 셔런닝보는 예 퇴소식이도 이 도리도 나들랑 예 통소식이도 디시고
So, this is why when they talk about tantric teachings, they thus like I saw. So when we do like the Heart Sutra, we have thus did I hear, and when they're talking about the sutras, it's always this is what I heard, thus did I hear. But when we talk about Tantra, they're saying, this is what I saw, or you could say, thus did I see. So I saw Vajrapani, I saw the Buddha, I saw the various deities, the mandalas. So it's quite different. With the Sutra, it's always what you heard, and with the Tantra, it's always what was seen.
세상 단다 이니 Lama Tsongkhapa 게 상원디베기 톨라다 상원도 나게 콜라 부디 접제는 부디 중이 나게 거래 나고는 상원디베 거디 개고 쉽죠다 상원디베 거디 나게 거디 개고 쉽지다 템베 나게 다고래다 나게 다고 차로
Oh, okay. So right. So just as Vajrapani was Lord of Tantra, so they say because Lama Tsongkhapa gave incredibly vast and profound explanation. 12 different texts on explaining that the Tantras. So because he gave such vast knowledge and vast explanation of Tantra, then they also say he's Lord of the Tantras, just like they say Vajrapani is Lord of the Tantra.
Dewashida. Dejajior, sound of echo. The Dewashida, the Dewajabin, Timajil, Shija war, Jig, the Yani, the Sum, the Shija. Dewashi. She tell Maranga took a weird, you're not going to mingle the Dewashida star.
So there's a text called, like, I think it's the Four Connections or something, Jawashi, or maybe it's the base of connections, but this is a text by Lama Tsongkhapa, and it has such many layers of meaning within it that it said that through Dichik Logna Dini Sangma Hokugudu.
Mare, Tima Chigla, Chigla, Dewa.
All right.
Commentration. Commentary, four commentary, one word, one text, explain. One was explained 4 times.
Four different, So this, this, when you read this, then like within this text, it said that when you read it, it has many different meanings, right? Like
But many different meaning matter. Explain different.
in the
One
four
meaning.
commentaries in the one text, but
Mango yor.
Okay, so it said that it's called four commentaries in the one text, but actually there's more commentaries than that within it.
Yeah, maybe whenever Namje, do you receive this you in Jume Dandri, Dalai Lama taught this teaching? Yeah, go back, go back, go back, go back, go, and some people a little bit confused, the text one. I had this two times it is. You were there? Jume,
Oh, okay,
yes,
Jomishi.
This is a Jume Dandri, men, we go to Jume Dandri teaching, this is we start text. This is very strict, no missing, no sleeping. If you're sleeping, you need to go next year journey. No sleep, because the lineage the Kogora much
Okay, you need this unbroken lineage, so you have to hear
therefore
all the
very
words.
strict. And first Abed reciting, talking, and second another Lama Kikego repeat, and they thirdly Pog Geshes looking is correct, no correct. Something wrong. Yeah, Abed need to go back. No louder. There's some similar pen, He did something wrong. We need to, And he said, what happened? And you explain, and he need to go back again. Need to come back like that. It's amazing organized, keeping Dharma in the world, This is amazing. It's nga dagu race landing mora. They
So that's, you can see that he's the Lord of Tantra because you have this text explaining.
Especially Guya Samaja. Guya Samaja explains unbelievable, very clear everything. Samatsongova. Da kharla. Da tiwa.
Okay, we'll go to another question. So, are all phenomena in the nature of Dharmakaya? So, is it correct to say Dharmakaya is the empty nature of all phenomena or just the mind of the Buddha? So, Chokude, so, all phenomena in the nature of Dharmakaya. So, Cho Tamshi di Chokuta no Chig, right? Any yang di Choko di Cho Tamshigi Tongpanire or Sangigi Sem Chikpore? Sangigi Tog Chikpore.
Really. Chugu said, Sanjay Yugi Shabaterwa. Chugu de Sanjay Yugi Shabadilla, and Chugu Ishi Chugu Sevra. Ishi Chugu. Chugu de la, Ane Chugu de la Nishao Ni. Ishi Chugu Dang, Ane Ranjinamda Chajo Monigus, the Luanamda Chajo Monigus. Sanjay Jing sing with Chunijorwa. Some Delayada, Chugu Chiglagre. And the same Koran Ishi Chugureva. Chugu de la Nishao Ni.
Under the no Nikus,
the Sanjay Juji sing with Chunijorwa. Dela. Monigu de la Ranjinamda Chajo Moniguta, Luanamda Chajo Monigus Niorwa. Sanjay Gudela. Monigus the Tagwasegora.
Right.
Monigus, Sanjay Gudela Monigus Ajore. Monigus Adela, Ranjinanda Chajo Monigus Ade, Dere, Sanjay Ding, sing Chunit. Sing Chunit de la, Ranjinamdas de. Same day, Ranji, Demba to make Demba to Teva Inza, Ranjinamdas or.
Yeah, did. So when we talk about this Dharma body, then there's said to be two: the wisdom truth body, or the Dharmakaya, and then the nature truth body, or Sambhogakaya. And then within the Sambhogakaya, the nature truth body, there's again said to be two. Swabhavakaya, sorry, Swabhavakaya. And the definition of the Swabhavakaya is it has two, right? So it has the natural purity, the ultimate nature of the Buddha's mind, or Buddha nature, and the absence of adventitions or defilements, the obscurations to liberation and omniscience, the Buddha's true cessation. So these are the two types of Swabhavakaya.
Da ishi chugus는 산제된 심고나셔라. 다디 추구사야데 어딜래 추구원에 되다 추구사야 되다
So this wisdom truth body, which is said to be the Buddha's mind, this is the real Dhammakaya.
다 단단 간주 주지 셈 탐모제와 다 나라이나 야고 싶죠데 나이나 단대게 셈 탐모 세리 차데 아니 이 제메 산제 수수 산제 산제지 아니 추구 뭐 두고요 인자 아니 산제지 다 릭원에 차고데 산제 릭티 릭 산제 릭 다디 산제 릭다다 책도 한저 셈 탐모디 다야 유인디 제메 산제지 돈이도 로드 차도라
Okay.
차도도 따다다 그런 산제 릭 만들어도 산제 규디데도
So we say the clear and knowing aspect of this subtle mind. This is said to be like Buddha nature, or Sangha Rig, like this connects us to the Buddha family. And this is said to be the cause for us in future attaining the Sangha Semra. Yeah, it's the cause for the Buddha's mind.
다 배적하셔나라 어딜래야 산제에서 명다셔 배적하셔나라 이 산제에 명들에 요르다
So some scriptures say that call this the actual these Semdi Sangha.
산제에 요르다
So this is the definition of the Buddha nature. Sangha Rig.
산제 릭
Yeah. The Buddha nature or the Buddha lineage.
다미 룹다 베나 단다 룹다 마와 가시에게 디 심세리기 차데 다 로병이 팀에 고요 말와 로병 팀마디 깝데라 콜라 로병 팀마 데나 코 짐에 가가차요 말와 코 단도 내가 찍을 로병 팀마 먼저 되자시단 깝데요
Right.
아니 데이나 코랑 오버데 산제 레스타 도나라 산제 레스야 근데 요디 망보지게 다시 심버 켈레네 아니 랑게 심 타모디 추구 레스니 근데 요르다 추구 레스 이나가서 이 추구 말에 추구 유레스 산제
So
유레라
some tenants actually say that this subtle mind is the actual Dhammakaya, right? Because it's said that, you know, in like this is surrounded or
수트인데 요 수트인데 도든데
yeah, in the sutras it says that this mind, this very subtle mind, is encompassed or surrounded by all these delusions, and when you eradicate those, remove those, then this is the Sangha, then this is the enlightened state. So therefore, you know, based on that, some tenet systems actually say that this is the actual enlightened, is the enlightened mind, the subtle mind there. But we don't say that. We say it's the cause for the enlightened mind.
다 돈이 정말 란시 집어를 왜서도 다 대상다야래. 배나 대비 된게 돈이디 대당 포배된 돈이디 가제 차네 집어래. 데모트베 돈 들어봐. 근데 돈시 차게 아니 콘서트 맨다야래. 탭란시도 돈버들 포버란시도 돈버래. 나 동반이디 데모트베 돈버디 집어래. 다 콘서트 정말 여여만 어디 디쳐와지기 어르다.
So we can understand it like this way. The empty nature of things is all the same, but the aspect you can say is different. So you have, for example, the emptiness of the book and the emptiness of the cup. Now, the nature of that emptiness is the same, but in terms of the perception you can perceive the emptiness of the book or the emptiness of the cup. So there's a difference in the number.
The number 그 동시전에 저도상 탭란시도 동버래. 포버란시도 동버래. 루스 자고라다.
Right. So I guess the aspect is different. However, the emptiness is the same. So you have, for example, the emptiness of cup is this cup being free from inherent existence or truly existent, right? And then the book being free is the emptiness of the book. So you have different aspects, but it's all the essence is all being free from inherent or truly existent. So in this nature, it's the same.
제가 먼저지 심 덴버드베 동안에다 산제지 심 덴버드베 동안에 동번이 뭐 지거래. 이내야 먼저 심 덴베 동안다 산제 심 덴베 동안에 로가래. 먼저 심 덴베 동안에 지마다 제베 심 덴베 동안으로. 지마다 제베 심 산제지 지마 매베 심 리데로 디켜도서다.
So when we see our mind and the Buddha's mind, we can say that the emptiness of our mind and the emptiness of the Buddha's mind is the same nature. It's both empty of truly existent. However, the aspect is different because the emptiness of the Buddha's mind is said to be stainless. So that's the emptiness of a stainless mind, whereas our mind is mixed, is we can say stained, right, with delusions and so forth. So then the emptiness of our mind has a different aspect because our mind is contaminated or stained.
That too, way.
Okay, yeah. The mental continuum of the clear light mind, as described, comes across as a fundamental self with true existence. How would you argue against this? Right. So the I gotta say it in Tibetan. I can't say it again in English. The mental continuum of the clear light mind, as described, comes across as a fundamental self with true existence. How would one argue against this objection? So the Otsalgi semde the gyun keran kachishena di temba drupare any tak none yorero di so deni di kandi di tongpani hakogi duro
Ale
di otsaldi di shiwa otsaldi keran kachishena na deni di temba drupare di tak draware lo di Hindu ki tak draware di none yore di draware
Ale Adi 저 세월을 하고 무슨 당해.
I don't really understand it either, but I'll give it another go. So the mental continuum of the clear light mind, as described, comes across as a fundamental self. So the chiwe otsa the otsa the same trauma the gyun yore. Yore. The gyun the tak draware.
Ale.
Pena the atma yore the tak draware. Any di temba drupare di somebody kirangajishena di samba yongere so dini karichini di mare karichini di tombore
di simgi junde da di mare di sim ju mida gore ko jodo keji jodo wa de simro wa ko shewro wa ko jodo wa ra tangbo
right. So the first reason is that this continuum is impermanent. It's constantly changing.
다 말해.
And it's
다 주는 말해. 쉐고보라는 거.
Yeah, and it's not a self, it's a mind.
네 덴버토서 네 먼저 코랄 먼저 넘기요. 심 세리 차지 먼저 술는 거서 나가는 거로. 다들 나시도 그런 거랑도 단단 나도 스미좀 되나. 아니 셈나라 지금 나와서 왜 말하나라 스칼라나 샤그도. 어디나 시직 좀 마시도 치외외세데 외세 샤용 거라. 외세 샤용데 더 뒤지네 검자위나 외세 샤와데 랑원데 투어 난거요로. 랑원데 투어. 외세데 치외외세데 단다 주어도고도 계지 주어도 주단 建了 되는 총어래. 이나 간저 나와라 주단 建了 되는 마트니에게 덴버투어지 난거요로. 어디 덴버투어 나래다. 이제 덴버투어 거나 덴버투어에 요 말.
Right. So with relating to the true existence, so first of all, it appears what this clear light appears to who? We can say it appears to the self, right? Like I perceive it. But also when it is perceived, we can say it has the appearance of true existence, right? But the word appearance is there because in reality, this is generated based on cause and conditions. However, we don't perceive it as it doesn't appear to be developed based on causes and conditions. It appears to be truly existence. But this is the appearance of true existence.
But
the nature of it is selfless or empty. So it's like a mistaken appearance that arises to our mind. So when you grasp on that, as soon as you grasp onto that appearance, then you're grasping at the self of this phenomena. The self-grasping is finished. Okay. Oh, okay, right. We still got 2 more questions.
Later.
He